And then you start wrapping, wrap it about 3 times, and then you're going to start braiding. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do your own box braids, showing you 3 different methods, and depending on your skill level or how advanced you are, is how you will choose which one resonates the best with you. I'm going to be showing you guys on this mannequin that I have. So the process is going to be me showing you how to pre-part your hair to make it easier for you, and also showing you guys 3 different methods. I'm also going to be using leftover hair that I have, and I'm using colored hair so you guys could see a better view of what I'm doing. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, when it comes to parting your hair, doing box braids, I recommend for beginners to pre-part your hair to make the process a little bit easier for you. I've been braiding for 10 years, so I have a lot of tips and tricks that I can show you guys, and what's made me go through my braid services quicker and easier is pre-parting the hair, and also separating the hair and pre-parting your parts before starting. What I like to use to separate my hair, pre-separate my hair, is this threading rack that I got from Walmart. I think this was about $10. You get this from Walmart, you get this from Joann's Fabrics, like all the craft stores you can get a threading rack from. What I'm going to do now is just show you guys how to pre-part. So first things first, you want to do a part first ear to ear, right? Once you do that, you're going to part a middle part. You're going to do a middle part. So you'll have 2 subsections. And then once you do that, you want to do another part, the top of your ear to the other side, to the top of your ears. Okay, and then once you do that, you want to go ahead and clip this hair up out the way, right? So once you do that, you should have sections looking like you should have your hair sections looking like this, right? Oh, let me see. Looking like this. So a subsection on this side of the head, on the other side of the head, and also this right here. All right, so right now I'm just brushing it out so you guys could get a better view of it. This is how you want your sections to look. You got one subsection over here. The first part, remember, was from ear to ear up top. So let me show you guys that as well. So your ear to ear, and then remember we did another ear to ear part from the top of your ears straight across horizontally. And this is how it should look. Okay, so for this section that we parted right here, this is going to be parted into 3 rolls. So I'm going to show you. I've been braiding for 10 years, like I said, so I just map it out with my eyes and even it out. So this will be 1 row, that will be 2 row. You go by the length of this, the length and the width of the part, of the subsection part, and you see, like, I just map it out, like, see, 1, 2, and this is 3. So I'm gonna do a part straight across, right? A part straight across. Now, to start making your box parts, you can use product. This is the product that I have on hand right now. I personally don't like this because it leaves a white cast on the hair. I'm just going to use it because I'm using it on a mannequin. Or if you don't like to use product, you don't have to at all. I take a little bit of product, and as I'm making my parts, I'll do this, put it on the hair, and make the part a little bit more precise, I should say, more precise. And yeah, y'all, you already see the difference. I know you already see this difference. Look at this. And any like flyaways that you got or anything that's not meant to be in this one row, you do it like that. And then for this first row, I think I'm gonna do about maybe 4 braids. So you want to split it in half like that, like I just did, and then do another part. So, and then what I like to do is do a little braid just to get it out the way. As you're pre-parting, you want to just braid your hair, you know, naturally. Do a quick braid. You don't have to be braided down all the way, just to help you have it neat while you're pre-parting the box braid parts. So what I'm doing right now is doing the next row. Like I said, remember this subsection was going to be 3 rows, and now I'm just parting the next row and going to do the pre-box braid parts for these next 2 rows. So I'll be right back. I'm going to show y'all how they look so you guys can see. 1 second. Okay, so I am on the last 2 pre-part braids for the last row. The 3rd row of this subsection. So y'all see how this is pre-parted, like each row. The first row, you have 4 braids, 4 box parts. The next row, I did 5 box parts, and you can do, depending on what size braids you're doing, I'm going to show y'all medium large size braids. And again, this is a mannequin, so it's going to not be accurate to an actual human head. And this is the 3rd row that I did that also has 5 box parts. I'm giving y'all 360. This is how it's looking. All right, now for this subsection in here, to part this, I like splitting it down the middle to pre-part it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So like I said, I'm showing y'all how to pre-part your own hair. I'm not going to braid the whole mannequin head, but I will show y'all how to pre-part your own head and then get into the methods. So once you split this section of this subsection of hair down the middle, you should have 2 subsections now. And for this subsection of the hair, I like to do like maybe depending on how big or small your head is and how big or small you're doing your braids, I like to do 4 to 5 rows in this section. So like this would be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And usually when you start to get to the middle of the head, you can get away with doing the parts a little bit bigger because they're going to be hidden. Right, I'm going to split this in half. To make your parts more precise, you can add more product. That's what I'm doing right now just to help me get through this. And again, this is a mannequin, so bear with me, y'all. And then this is going to be parted again in half. So I'm gonna be right back to show y'all what I did. Right back. Okay, so I'm at the last braid at the back of the hair, pre-parting. Okay, so like I said, I was gonna do 4 rows, and you see the 4 rows now. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the first 2 rows, I did 6 braids, 6 parts. As you can see, 6 parts. And let me turn it around so you can see. 6 parts for the first 2 rows. For the third row, I did 5. And then for the last row, I did 3. Now for the front sections, the front 2 subsections, I'm going to do 5 rows. So like I said, everybody's parting is going to be different. This is a mannequin. So this is the first row I parted. And then for the first row, I'm going to do 2 parts. I'm just trying to hurry up and speed through this so you guys can get the point of pre-parting your own hair. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to braid the whole head, the whole mannequin head in braids. I just wanted to show y'all how to pre-part your own hair to do your own box braids. Especially if you're a beginner, you want to hurry up and speed through your braids. Nobody likes to sit a long time getting braids done, okay? Okay, y'all, so I have all the pre-parting done for the hair. I did 5 rows, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and like I said, this is a mannequin, so depending on how small or big you're doing your braids determines how big or small your parts is. But I just wanted to show y'all that, to just get the idea of how to part your hair. And this is the front. Okay, so now I'm about to get ready to braid and show y'all the 3 methods that I was talking about. For medium length braids, I take about this much hair and I'll put it on like this. To get each braid the same length is just feel the thickness, right? I've been doing this for a long time, so I kind of know I'm a kind of expert at doing this, but you just feel the thickness of this. Go by this size. See, and you get the same amount each time. I personally like separating the hair before braiding because it just helps the process go smoother. Okay, so now for method 1 of starting a box braid, then what you're going to do is get some hair, get like the hair that separated, and then once you do is your natural hair is going to be used as the 3rd strand for the braid. So what you do is put it like this on the braid on top of the part. You put it like that on top of the part, and then you start to braid. Just like that. So you pulling it through, then put this one under. Just like that, and you keep braiding underhand, right? Once you braid down here, right? Or not even down there. Once you get this, you want to make sure before you split and add the other hair, you want to make sure your stranded hair is back into the middle of the braid, right? And then what you do is you take some hair from this strand, right? Add it on to that. And then you braid again. Then once this gets next to this side of the strand, you're going to add a little bit more to it as well. A little more. It's hard to explain, but y'all get the point. And then you just braid down, right? But you always want to make sure each strand has the same amount of thickness, so as you braid down, it's not looking too skinny or too big in one strand. So like I said, this is still a little bit more thinner than the other one, so you want to keep doing that. And then you just braid down. Get to the end of where your natural hair is about to stop, you can add in some product like that just to hold it down, just like that. And y'all see how it just disappeared? Right. So again, for method 1, remember, take the hair, put it at the top of the braid, the part, and then you start braiding underhand. Just like that. It's hard to explain, y'all, but if you already know how to braid, you know what I'm trying to say. You're basically using your hair, your natural hair as a third strand to start the braid. And that's really it for this method. And then again, start braiding down. And then, yeah, that's for the first method. For the second method, you are going to first split your part in 3, right? Like you're going to start a braid with the natural hair, split it in 3, and you get a strand of hair, right? And then you take a third of it, right? A third of it. This is about a third. You take a third of it, right? And wrap it around. You wrap it around like this. So you have 3 strands like this, right? Have 3 strands like this. And then at the 3 parts, right? 1, 2, 3. You'll put this right like that. Put this strand with this third strand of your natural hair. Then that's the middle one with the middle one, and then this side with that side, and then you start braiding. And then you start braiding. So basically, right? Just like that. Yep, and do you guys see how it's more of a grip on the hair than this one right here? It's a different in the knots, as you can see. And then you just start braiding down. Then again, for the second method, you are going to again split the hair in 3 strands, your natural hair in 3 strands. Get you the hair, take a third of the hair, right? And wrap it around. So like this. So you now have this. Like I said, you want it to look like 3 strands. Put the middle of it, put the top like right here where it's loops at. Put it at the top of the part. Put this strand with this one, the middle one with the middle one, and then the side one with the side one. And I'm sorry if this is a terrible angle, but this is the best I could do for y'all right now. And then you just start braiding, guys. Like you just start braiding. Now for this third method, I recommend doing if you have short hair and it's hard to grip it and start a regular braid, or if your hair is of fine texture and it slips out easily from braids. So what you want to do is take your strand, your separated strand of hair, take the hair, right, and set it in the middle, have it, evenly, and then you take your hair and then you start wrapping that one strand. You wrap it about 3 times, maybe 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4. And then what you do is you start braiding. Like once you wrap it twice, right? It should be like this, right? So you got the your natural hair as a third strand, this strand that you were twisting as the left strand, and then the right strand. And then what you start doing is braiding, right, like that. And you just start braiding. And you see how it's like wrapped around there, is very secure. I'm not good at explaining things. So sorry if you're still confused, but I'm going to show you how to do this method one more time. Then you're going to grab these 2 pieces and then start wrapping. 1, 2, and 3, right? And then once you get that third thing, you want to make sure remember this strand is in the middle. So like this again, you're going to have them like this, right? And then you're going to start braiding. So underhand, and then this strand underhand, and then you just keep repeating just like that. And then you just braid all the way down. And like I said, I already explained how to transfer hair once you start getting down to the your natural hair. And that is the 3 methods, guys. All right, y'all, and that was the 3 methods. Once you finish doing all your braids, getting them all done, you can dip them in hot water, and to get the flyaways away of the braiding hair, you can cut them. Like you can cut them off, and this how they look. This how they look compared. 3 of them, how they look together. The first method, second method, third method. So pick which one resonates with you, and you do that method to finish the rest of your hair. Remember, you already pre-parted, so the rest of that part, just braiding it, should be easier. And that is all for today's video. I hope you guys find this video very helpful. If you guys have any other questions, concerns, any other tips that you guys want to see me do a video about, please feel free to comment below and let me know. But yeah, those were the 3 methods, and I hope this video was very helpful to a lot of you guys. Thank you guys for watching.